Have you ever stopped to wonder, can something as natural as fruit actually harm your health? We've grown up believing fruits are nature's candy, sweet, colorful, packed with vitamins and always a good choice. But here's a truth that doesn't get talked about enough. Not all fruits are safe as we age, because once we pass 60, our bodies begin to change. Our metabolism slows down, our digestion becomes more delicate, blood sugar becomes harder to manage. And some fruits, yes, even the ones we've always trusted, can quietly trigger issues like inflammation, blood sugar spikes, or dangerous medication interactions. But here's the good news: for every harmful fruit, there's another that can support your heart, your brain, your bones, and your energy. Today on True Health Way, we'll reveal 4 fruits you should avoid after 60 and 4 you absolutely must add to your weekly routine. These choices could make all the difference in how you age and how you feel each day. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. Let's begin. Let's talk about something that might surprise you. Not all fruits are safe after 60. In fact, some of the fruits we've always believed to be healthy might be quietly working against your well-being, and no one really talks about it. But here on True Health Way, we're not afraid to dig into the uncomfortable truths because your health is worth it. Grapefruit, the silent killer for medication users. Let's start with grapefruit. It's bright, beautiful, and known for being heart-healthy. But behind its pink perfection lies a serious risk, especially for anyone taking medications. Grapefruit blocks an essential liver enzyme called CYP3A4, which helps your body metabolize over half of all prescription drugs, including statins, blood thinners, and anxiety medications. When this enzyme is blocked, those medications don't get broken down. Instead, they build up in your bloodstream, increasing the risk of side effects, or worse. This isn't just theory. Many seniors take their pills with a grapefruit breakfast and never realize what's happening until they end up in the emergency room. It's not the fruit itself that's bad, it's the interaction. Over 70% of people over 65 are on at least one medication that could be affected. That's why for most older adults, grapefruit simply isn't worth the gamble. It may look fresh and harmless, but it can quietly sabotage your medications and endanger your life. So the next time you see grapefruit at the store, pause and ask yourself, is the taste worth the risk? There are better fruits for heart health that don't interfere with your prescriptions. Stay tuned, we'll get to those in a moment. Cherries, sweet trap for diabetics and arthritis. Now let's move to cherries. Who doesn't love them? They're small, sweet, and tied to joyful memories, picnics, desserts, summer treats. But while cherries might warm your heart emotionally, they can cause real trouble for your physical health as you age. A single cup of sweet cherries has nearly 20 grams of sugar. That's a big deal if you're living with diabetes, prediabetes, or insulin resistance. What's worse is the acidity. For people dealing with joint pain or arthritis, the natural acids in cherries can worsen inflammation, making joints feel stiffer and more painful. And while fresh cherries are problematic in excess, the danger gets amplified in forms like cherry juice, dried cherries, or syrups, where the sugar is even more concentrated and the fiber is removed. You might not notice the damage right away, but over time, that innocent bowl of cherries can lead to sugar spikes, fatigue, brain fog, or painful flare-ups in your knees or hands. And let's face it, as we get older, we can't afford to ignore what our bodies are trying to tell us. Enjoying fruit should bring comfort, not hidden harm. So if cherries are your go-to snack, it may be time to rethink the serving size or the fruit altogether. Bananas. Too much potassium for aging kidneys. Next on the list, bananas. Now this one is tough because bananas are so often labeled as the perfect snack, rich in potassium, easy on the stomach, and great for energy. And for most of our lives, they truly were. But once we reach our senior years, the game changes, especially for those with kidney issues or heart problems. Bananas are very high in potassium, And if your kidneys aren't filtering as efficiently anymore, something that happens naturally with age, excess potassium can build up, leading to a condition called hyperkalemia. That means dangerously high potassium levels in your blood, which can cause irregular heartbeats, muscle weakness, or even confusion. The real risk: most seniors don't know they're vulnerable, and many are on blood pressure medications like ACE inhibitors or potassium-sparing diuretics that already raise potassium levels. So adding 1 or 2 bananas a day might tip the balance. This doesn't mean you need to fear bananas altogether, but it does mean you need to be mindful. Maybe it's just half a banana a few times a week instead of 1 every day. As always, it's not about restriction, it's about respecting your body's current needs. Dried fruits, the hidden sugar bomb. Finally, let's talk about a sneaky culprit. Dried fruits. They sit in little packets at the grocery store, marketed as healthy snacks. Raisins, dates, dried, cranberries, apricots. They look innocent, even beneficial. But here's the truth. When fruit is dried, all the water is removed, but the sugar stays condensed into a tiny, chewy bite. Just a small handful of raisins has the same sugar content as an entire bunch of grapes. On top of that, most store-bought dried fruits are coated in added sugar or preserved with sulfites, which can trigger gut inflammation, worsen asthma, and even cause migraines. And let's not forget they're easy to overeat. You think you're having a light, natural snack, but you're really causing a sugar spike, a gut flare-up, and an energy crash that hits you later in the day. For seniors, especially those managing blood sugar digestion or cardiovascular health, dried fruits can feel like a healthy choice, but actually cause harm. So be cautious. Read labels. Look for unsweetened options, or better yet, swap them for fresh whole fruits that hydrate and nourish. Remember, it's not the fruit itself, it's the form and the frequency that matter most. Quick reflection before we move on. So to recap, grapefruit interferes with meds. Cherries trigger blood sugar and joint pain. Bananas, while healthy in moderation, can overload aging kidneys with potassium. And dried fruits. Sugar bombs that often do more harm than good. But don't let this overwhelm you. Knowledge is power. The more you understand your body's needs after 60, the better choices you can make one bite at a time. And don't worry, we're not done yet. In the next section, we'll talk about 4 fruits you should be eating every week to protect your brain, heart, bones, and digestion. So stay with us. And if you haven't already, this is a great time to hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next powerful health tip from True Health Way. You're not just watching this for entertainment, you're investing in your future self. Now that we've talked about what fruits to avoid, let's shift the energy toward hope and healing. Because while some fruits can quietly work against you, others can become powerful allies, especially in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. The good news is nature still provides. You just need to know where to look. So today, we're shining a light on 4 fruits that deserve a permanent place in your weekly routine. Fruits that protect your memory, support your heart, nourish your digestion, and even guard your bones. Let's start with a little fruit that carries massive power. Blueberries, brain protector and memory saver. Blueberries may be small, but don't be fooled by their size. Inside each of these deep blue berries is a powerhouse of nutrients, especially anthocyanins, the pigment that gives them their rich color. But anthocyanins do more than just paint the berry, they actively protect the brain. These compounds can cross the blood-brain barrier where they reduce oxidative stress and inflammation. 2 major factors behind memory loss and cognitive decline. The science is real. Numerous studies have linked regular blueberry consumption to slower mental decline, better memory, improved decision-making, and even a reduced risk of Alzheimer's disease. For seniors concerned about staying sharp and independent, this is huge. 1 small fruit eaten daily can support your most precious asset, your mind. But that's not all. Blueberries are also heart-healthy and blood pressure-friendly, offering protection without raising blood sugar levels. In fact, they're one of the few fruits that are both low glycemic and deeply nourishing. Try adding half a cup a day to your oatmeal or yogurt. It's a simple shift that could help preserve clarity, focus, and long-term brain health. If you're still with us, this is the kind of information that can really change your aging experience. And if you haven't already, now's a great time to subscribe to True Health Way so you never miss more life-enhancing tips like this. Let's move on to the next everyday fruit with extraordinary power: apples. The heart-healthy fiber hero. There's a reason the saying "an apple a day keeps the doctor away" has stood the test of time. Apples are humble, familiar, and available just about everywhere. But beneath their crisp skin is a secret weapon for senior health packed in a type of soluble fiber that binds to cholesterol and helps remove it from the body before it enters your bloodstream. That means apples can actively reduce LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, and lower the risk of heart attacks or strokes. And for seniors managing blood sugar, apples are low in sugar and high in satiety, helping you feel full without sending your glucose soaring. A simple whole apple mid-morning can curb cravings and stabilize your energy. But apples go beyond heart health. Their fiber helps prevent constipation, which becomes more common with age. And the antioxidants in the peel, like quercetin, are linked to reduced inflammation and even cancer protection. On an emotional level, apples also offer a sense of comfort. They bring back memories of fall days, school lunches, and warmth in the kitchen. And sometimes comfort is a healing force too. So the next time you pass by the apples at the market, don't overlook them. They're not flashy, but they're faithful. And your heart will thank you one crisp bite at a time. Avocados, the healthy fat for aging bodies. Now let's talk about a fruit that doesn't really feel like a fruit: the avocado. It's not sweet, it's not juicy, and you won't find it in fruit salads, but avocados are a game changer for seniors. Why? Because they're packed with monounsaturated fats, the kind of fat that doesn't clog your arteries, but instead protects your heart, fuels your brain, and calms inflammation. Avocados help lower bad cholesterol and raise good cholesterol, making them ideal for people managing heart disease or trying to prevent it. They're also rich in vitamin K, a nutrient essential for bone strength and fracture prevention, an overlooked but critical need in older adults. Plus, they contain folate and potassium, which support circulation and help regulate blood pressure. One of the most underappreciated benefits of avocados, their effect on eye health. Thanks to lutein, they protect your vision and reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration. And from a lifestyle perspective, avocados are a dream. Mash them on whole, grain toast, slice them into salads, or eat them plain with a spoon. There's no cooking, no mess, just pure creamy nourishment. In a world that often feels restrictive when it comes to aging and diet, avocado sends a different message: you're still allowed to enjoy rich, satisfying food and be healthier because of it. Papaya, the digestive and anti-inflammatory miracle. Finally, let's talk about papaya. Soft, golden, tropical, and one of the most underrated healing fruits for seniors. At a time when digestion becomes sluggish and inflammation is on the rise, papaya offers quiet but powerful relief. The secret: an enzyme called papain, which helps your body break down protein more efficiently. For seniors dealing with bloating, reflux, or indigestion, this is a gentle, natural fix. Papaya also delivers a strong vitamin trio A, C, and E, all of which boost your immune system, support skin health, and combat free radical damage. And because inflammation is at the root of so many chronic conditions like arthritis, heart disease, and even dementia, papaya's anti-inflammatory power is not something to overlook. It's also incredibly easy to incorporate. Just a few raw slices a day can soothe your gut, reduce joint stiffness, and even brighten your skin. There's no prep, no complex cooking, just nature's healing served fresh. And in a world full of pills and prescriptions, how refreshing is it to find something so healing in such a simple form? So if your mornings need a gentle start, let papaya be your go-to. It's more than a fruit. It's a reminder that healing can be soft, sweet, and natural. Before we wrap this up, there you have it. 4 fruits that truly nourish and protect: blueberries for the brain, apples for the heart, avocados for bones and balance, and papaya for digestion and inflammation. When you build your diet around these, you're not just eating, you're investing in energy, clarity, and strength for the long run. Remember, these aren't complicated superfoods from far away. They're simple, accessible, and already waiting for you in your local store. So why not make one small swap today? Add blueberries to your breakfast, replace butter with avocado, enjoy a crisp apple after lunch, or add papaya to your evening routine. And if this insight was helpful, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment with the fruit you're going to add this week, and of course subscribe to True Health Way for more age-smart tips and natural health strategies. Your next chapter can be stronger, clearer, and more joyful, one mindful bite at a time. As we step back and look at everything we've covered, there's a deeper message at the heart of it all. Every bite you take is either bringing you closer to healing or further into harm. The food on your plate isn't just nutrition, it's communication. It tells your body what to repair, what to protect, and what to let go. But here's the beautiful part: you're in control. And it doesn't take a dramatic diet overhaul or a kitchen full of superfoods. Sometimes the shift is as simple as choosing blueberries instead of dried fruit, or reaching for an apple instead of a banana. These are not sacrifices, they're smart swaps that protect your brain balance, your blood sugar, and keep your heart strong. One choice repeated daily becomes a habit, and habits are what transform your health over time. The more you understand how your body changes after 60, the more powerful your choices become. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to fear food, but you do need to listen. Listen to the signals your body sends, whether it's fatigue, joint pain, or digestive discomfort. These aren't annoyances. They're invitations to pay attention. This journey isn't about giving things up. It's about reclaiming what matters: energy, clarity, mobility, peace of mind. And the good news, it's never too late to start. No matter your age, no matter your history, your next meal is a fresh chance to support your body, not stress it. Let's honor that opportunity one bite at a time. Now let's bring this full circle. When we say avoid grapefruit or cut back on dried fruit, we're not preaching fear. We're offering respect for the body that's carried you through decades of life, love, laughter, and yes, some hard roads too. Reframe the way you look at these choices. This isn't about what you're losing, it's about what you're gaining. More clarity, better balance, less pain, more vitality. You're choosing better, not giving things up. And that's a powerful act of self-care. So now we'd love to hear from you. What's one fruit you're going to start or stop eating based on today's video? Share your answer in the comments below. Your insight could help someone else make a better choice too. If this message resonated with you, please hit that like button. Share this video with someone you care about and subscribe to True Health Way for more honest, science-backed guidance designed for your stage of life. Because you deserve information that speaks to you, not the generic health advice that doesn't fit your needs anymore. And remember, aging doesn't mean slowing down. It means choosing with wisdom. It means protecting what matters most: your mind, your heart, your independence, and your joy. You're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years. And you absolutely deserve to do that with strength, dignity, and joy. Thank you for being here with us today on True Health Way.